The city of Prague is quiet tonight. The streets are empty, except for the soft echoes of footsteps against centuries-old cobblestones. Moonlight glimmers off the Vltava River, tracing its winding path through the city. From the shadowed alleys of the Jewish quarter, a story drifts on the wind. It is a story of clay, of life breathed into inanimate matter, of power, protection, and a warning hidden beneath the surface. They call it the Golem of Prague. Pause. Some dismiss it as myth. Others whisper that it is real, that its clay body still rests somewhere in the old synagogue attic, waiting, silent, immovable. Tonight, we are not here to ask whether it existed in reality. We are here to understand its story, its purpose, and the hidden lessons embedded in its legend. This tale, like many legends, works on two levels. On the surface, it is a story about a giant protector, a being made to defend a community. On a deeper level, it is about human ambition, responsibility, and the dangers of unchecked power. The golem is more than a figure of clay. It is a reflection of fear, of courage, and of the choices we make when confronted with threats we cannot face alone. Pause. Some say the Maharal, Rabbi Judah Loew, created the golem to guard the Jewish people of Prague during a time of political tension and social unrest. Others claim it was a story told to instill caution, that even the noblest intentions, if wielded without wisdom, can spiral beyond control. Tonight, we walk through history, through legend, through philosophy, and we uncover what lies beneath the surface. We ask, what is the hidden message of the Golem of Prague? It is time to begin. Prague in the late 1500s was a city of contrasts. Magnificent Gothic towers pierced the skyline, marketplaces buzzed with trade, and scholars debated philosophy in quiet courtyards. Yet beneath this vibrant facade, tension simmered. The Jewish quarter, nestled along the winding streets of Prague, was home to a community under constant scrutiny. Jews in Prague faced social restrictions and periodic hostility. The political climate was fraught with suspicion, fear, and at times violent persecution. Life demanded vigilance. Survival required ingenuity. Faith was both a shield and a guiding light. It was within this environment that Rabbi Judah Loew, later known as the Maharal of Prague, rose as a leader. Scholar, philosopher, mystic, his reputation extended far beyond the Jewish quarter. He studied the Kabbalah, an esoteric tradition that explored the nature of life, creation, and the universe itself. The Kabbalistic texts spoke of the power of words, of the energy that could be unlocked through sacred letters, and of the delicate balance between creation and destruction. For the Maharal, these were not abstract theories. They were tools to guide, protect, and perhaps, if used wisely, shape reality itself. But danger surrounded the community. Anti-Jewish sentiment was rising. Rumors spread, conspiracies brewed, and threats to the safety of families were real. In this climate, the legend says, Rabbi Loew took drastic action. He sought to create a being capable of protecting his people, a guardian made not of flesh, but of clay, a creature that could walk the streets at night, silent, vigilant, unstoppable. The story of the Golem is deeply intertwined with historical reality and symbolic meaning. While there is no concrete evidence that a clay guardian ever roamed Prague streets, the legend reflects a truth about the fears, hopes, and ingenuity of a people striving to survive in uncertain times. The Jewish quarter itself is central to understanding this story. Narrow alleyways, hidden courtyards, and the imposing Old New Synagogue created both a sanctuary and a labyrinth. These streets became the stage upon which the legend unfolds, where the golem would have walked, guarding its creators, its clay form blending with shadow and moonlight. The Maharal was not merely a rabbi. He was a thinker, a philosopher, a teacher. His writings explored ethics, human nature, and the responsibilities that come with knowledge and power. These ideas form the hidden message at the heart of the Golem legend, that creation, whether of clay or of ideas, carries weight, consequence, and moral responsibility. The legend itself likely began as a story, passed down orally, blending real history with mysticism. It became a teaching tool, a warning, and a source of hope. The golem was both protector and mirror, a reflection of what happens when humans wield power without tempering it with wisdom. It is time now to explore the origins of the golem, to understand exactly how the Maharal is said to have created this legendary being. The story begins with clay, earth taken from the banks of the Vltava River, shaped by careful hands into a human form. Tall, broad, imposing, the golem was designed to be unmistakably strong, a figure that would command both respect and fear. Rabbi Loew's knowledge of the Kabbalah was central. In these mystical texts, the power of letters and words was paramount. Certain combinations of letters, written with precision, could channel divine energy. It was here that the sacred word emet, meaning truth, was inscribed. Some versions of the legend place this word on the golem's forehead. Others suggest it was inserted into the mouth. Regardless, it was the key to bringing the clay figure to life. And so, according to legend, the golem stirred. Its clay limbs moved with purpose. Its eyes, though crafted from clay, seemed to hold a silent awareness. The guardian was awake. At first, the community was astonished. A being of clay walking the streets, silent, watching. Fear and awe intertwined. But soon the purpose of the golem became clear. It was a protector, a sentinel for a people under threat. The legend emphasizes intention. The Maharal did not create the golem for conquest nor for fame. It was born of necessity, a response to fear, an act of courage, and a demonstration of human ingenuity. Yet even as it served its purpose, the story cautions that creation carries risk. The golem's power, unmatched by human strength, is inherently dangerous if not governed by wisdom. The creation story also reflects something deeper, the belief in human agency. Even in the darkest times, the Maharal's ingenuity and courage shaped reality. This speaks to a universal truth, that knowledge, applied wisely, can protect, inspire, and transform. But legends are rarely simple. As the golem walked the streets of Prague, the line between protector and threat blurred. The very force meant to safeguard life contained the seeds of chaos, a warning that the tale of the golem carries forward to this day. Once awakened, the golem began its work. Silent and imposing, it moved through the Jewish quarter, watching over families, synagogues, and markets. Threats that had once seemed constant were now held at bay. The people spoke in whispers of the clay giant that kept them safe. Children were told not to fear the shadows at night. The golem was there, guarding them. Merchants closed shops with newfound confidence, knowing their goods would be protected. Yet the golem was not a human protector. It had no mercy, no subtlety, no understanding beyond the literal. It followed commands exactly as intended. Its strength was absolute, but its judgment was limited. This is a crucial lesson embedded in the legend. Even well-intentioned power must be guided by wisdom. Without guidance, strength can become reckless. Stories from this period describe small incidents, a spilled cart, a startled horse, all signs that the golem, though powerful, was beginning to act beyond precise control. The legend grows here, introducing tension. Power without balance can lead to danger. At this point, you may be wondering, could such a legend have meaning today? Could a story from the 16th century Prague teach lessons about the world we live in now? Pause. If you're enjoying this journey into hidden history, make sure to hit like and subscribe, and drop a comment below if you want more mysterious legends explored. The golem, though initially a symbol of safety, begins to illustrate a profound truth. Protection and power are only as good as the wisdom that guides them. At first, the golem's mistakes were small: books knocked from shelves, a cart overturned. But these incidents grew: windows broken, market goods damaged, signs that the clay protector, though obedient, lacked human judgment. The rabbi recognized the danger. Power, if left unchecked, can spiral beyond intention. This is the pivotal moment of the legend. Fear drives creation, but creation without oversight can become a new threat. In some versions of the tale, the golem grows taller, stronger, almost unstoppable. The legend warns that even with noble purpose, creation can outpace control. It is here we see the hidden moral. Fear alone is not enough. Wisdom must guide action. The story begins to shift. The golem is no longer only a protector. It is a mirror, reflecting the duality of human action, our intentions and our consequences. The Golem of Prague, whether real or mythical, carries a message that transcends time. Power alone cannot protect. Wisdom alone cannot act. But together they endure. The clay may have hardened, the letters may have faded, but the story survives, as history, as legend, and as moral guidance. And perhaps, if we listen closely, the golem still whispers today, urging us to wield our power wisely, to temper our creations with foresight, and to remember that true guardianship requires both strength and wisdom. If you want more hidden histories and mysterious legends brought to life, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Your support helps uncover the secrets of the past.